Welcome to another edition of Andrew Turner Auctions. Coming up this Thursday. Doors open at 5, auction starts at 6. Starting here with this neat Schwinn. Look at that, it's cool, all chromed out. That's a Stingray. Got the cool banana seat. All the style. Neat stuff. Very cool stuff. Every week we have cool stuff, but look at those land cameras. They look practically brand new. Polaroid. Look just like the Instagram logo. Look at all those heavy metals. 70s, 80s, early 80s. Heavy Metal magazine, man. That was a cool movie. And very cool magazines. Bunch of lighters back there, kind of vintage. Got some great bead work. Looks like some kind of pounding stone, honestly. Check out the photos for better detail. That's kind of a neat vise, you know, swivels all these different directions. Nice cap guns. We got all kinds of costume, or you know, all kinds of jewelry, costume jewelry. We have good stuff too. That's usually in the case. This is more costumey, but there's some really good brands, some, you know, very nice stuff. Anne Klein, Cezanne, you know, stuff that still costs money. A lot of boxes say Kohl's, Macy's. Lots of jewelry, neat stuff. Those are some nice little, let me move. Got a bunch of belt buckles. Look at that whole flat of belt buckles. Here's some like nicer bell buckles we pulled out. Some sterling in there. They may have diamonds because some of them are wedding sets. You better buy her a diamond. Alright? Be doing no cubic zirconia on that ring. Men. You gotta ante up. Show that you're worth marrying. Alright. Big old Kansas City Royals ring. I like these cufflinks. They got bullets on them. Winchester 1873. That's a dang nice rifle. Coins. Look at all that. Buffalo nickels, Indian head pennies, the V nickels or whatever. Cool pennies. It may even have some jade in there. Sure seems like it. I'm no expert. Y'all need to check the stuff out. Touch it, smell it, lick it. It's we open the doors on Wednesday from 11 to 1 is a preview time. Otherwise, an hour before the auction, you can preview all this stuff too. Turquoise back there, some neat, cool old shotgun cleaning rod, wood. That's a neat piece. Some kind of salesman sample, maybe, or it's very cool. Looks like it's of a printing press. And this is one of the nicest editions of the Collier's Photographic History of the European War, World War I. It's in, usually they are not in this good a shape. Usually they come in all messed up. That's a really nice one. I think it's copyrighted 1916. So it's even, you know, technically the war ain't even over. And it's really cool book. Excellent photos, hard to find. I'm gonna ramble. All kinds of keys. Those are neat, those carving sets. Made in India. They're pretty nice. Neat old picture of a naval class in 1945. There you go. There's your grand belt, your M1 ammo belt. I'm not sure what. Does have markings on the back. Check out the photos. These look like bismuth crystals. Look at those. They are neat. Rainbowy and weird. Nature can create such cool stuff. Neat looking elephant. There's a vintage looking football helmet. What's a concussion? Poor guys. You know, that one's safer than the ones they had in the 20s and 30s. This is just a leather pad. And they led with their heads back then. Okay, so this violin, I only took a couple photos. It's got a tag in it that says Stradivarius. It is not a Stradivarius. Come on. So many of those have that. I don't know why. But, you know, and it does have some issues. There's a crack in it and stuff, but it's cool looking. This French horn, it's going to need its valves redone. I'm just giving you the honest truth. Don't want you coming here going, hey, wait, this horn doesn't play. It needs work, but a French horn is hard to find. There's a cool sort of a double barrel boot pistol, black powder. It's seen better days. It needs a little tender love and care. I wouldn't. There's a cool one of those cool extinguisher things back there, and it's loaded. So if you come for preview, don't go pushing on it and spraying chemicals everywhere, please. Thanks. Some binoculars in the back. Got some cool films. Don't know much about them. Most of these canisters, they have film in them. They're unmarked. Got some other films too in the big old canisters down there. We'll get to shortly. A rusty wagon. You know, give your kid the tetanus shot and then give it a whirl. This is a neat sort of Spanish style guitar. Rufino Medina. It has no strings on it currently. There's no strings, so pretty cool. More jewelry, ephemera. There's all kinds of stuff in that box. Too much for me to monkey with there. There's wow, model planes. I got a buddy that does that stuff out in Arizona, I believe, is where he's at. There might be some motors in there. There's all kinds of that model planes. He does World War II style fighter planes and flies them around and radio control. It's pretty cool. Quite the addictive hobby, I guess. Cool, nice bag. There's some paratrooper boots. This is neat. The Viewmaster projector. Always kind of wanted one of those. I just might bid on it. You might have to compete against me. So here's a nice Viewmaster. Got cool slides, an old vintage Viewmaster in the back. This has full of Viewmaster slides too. Well, geez, trust me. Very nice wood box. It's basically got Viewmaster slides of darn near every state in the union, and every park, and everything you can see. Awesome. Very nice Dr. bag. Check out the photos. I took a photo of the interior. It's just as nice as the outside. And those typically are walrus hide. I mean, those will never die. This is a cool piece. It's got a marking made in Spain, made of recycled glass. See what you can do when you recycle? Big aluminum, not sure what it would have carried, but some sort of stackable crate. Humpty Dumpty, Oklahoma City's the marking. Those are made in France. Fancy, fancy. These, I looked all over. They got to be sterling. These sort of coasters with the holder. They are marked Webster. And that's it. When you look up Webster Company, all they did was silver. So I'm assuming it's got to be sterling. Very nice glass. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Neat Asian pieces. Sort of a railroad style light lamp. 4-gallon jug. Western. So here's these big films in the 10s, you know, the regular good old fashioned days of the cinema. Teen Wolf 2. This is Justin Bateman, I believe. Neat spotting glasses, binoculars, more like bird watching. Really good binoculars made by Pentax. They come with the stand, of course. There's the cool bag for the very high quality. Sub Search. That's like when you've gotten so good at Battleship, you're ready for Sub Search. It's almost like 3-dimensional Battleship. It's pretty cool. This is a crazy bottle. It's got liquid in it. Not sure what it is. Doesn't say whiskey. Doesn't say what it is, but it's Stolz Brothers right here in Kansas City. Look them up. You know, who knows? From the house of Stolz Brothers. An Atari 800 computer. Early days of computing. That thing's got a whole whopping, what, 800 bytes? Won't do anything today. Neat seashells. Yeah, that Atari, though, that might be very collectible. Old school computers are becoming like, yeah, people who do programming for a living and stuff, they want that stuff because it's like, this is the early days. Cool big shelves, painted saw. This is a really cool model. It's heavy duty too, of an Airstream. Man, Airstreams are cool. Down here we got all kinds of things. You got the arrowhead points, a nice bone handled knife. You got some pretty cool vintage coins back there. Check out the photos for more detail. Let me get back here, show you what's going on. Trump shirts. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 5 of those suckers this time? Had some last week too. I don't know if we need to be getting into politics. But whatever. It seems weird, but kind of a more modern quilt. Roses, it looks like, and that's a nice weaving wool. Got a cool clock, very vintage, very old. It does have everything you need inside. It needs a glass. It needs the glass. That's about all that clock needs. Not that I fired it up and old Milwaukee. I'll go for one of those. Actually I wouldn't. This is not one of my favorite beers. A very nice lamp here. Tiffany style, obviously, but newer. Very cool. I mean, who can afford a Tiffany lamp? So awesome looking typewriter. Woodstock. Don't get these Woodstocks very often at all. And it seems in very good shape for its age. Very neat Smith Corona silent. It has the script is the small size, so it's kind of diminutive script. You know, it's not your typical font. It's not. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. The smaller size. I like it. This is a really cool porcelainized. Excuse me. Sign in the back. Great shape. Hardly any, you know, damage for its age. Rexall Pharmacies. Here's a big old fish. Big gator mouth. Get that on your hook and better be wearing some gloves. They can bite. Texaco. Well, this is glass. Some sort of crazy glass tray. Pretty neat art. And then I think I showed you that today. Where, you know, jewelry. Looks like an old phone. It's got its guts in it. It even has the glass, that heavy duty glass cover over the, I don't know if that's the dialing mechanism or what, but anyway. Really neat giant jar. I'm more excited about the jar with the wire hanger than I am about a bunch of you know, matches. But people do collect match books, match boxes, you know, from all the different places. Wow, look at that. There's one from Coach's Bar and Grill. They used to be on 103rd, and big old flood washed them out, but they are open again from what at their new location. I'm not sure where the location is, but they're kind of a can't see favorite. Coach's Bar and Grill. Look at that guy. How'd you like to run into him 5:30 in the morning when you're sitting in your, you know, getting ready for deer hunting, snorting at you, big old tusks. Yeah, that's a mean old hog head. It's pretty cool. Seems to be well done. Good taxidermy. There you go. Here's your time card for Johnny Punch Clock. Neat print here. It is signed. It is numbered. Look at all this Wedgwood. Are you into Wedgwood? Would you like to be? Would you like to start a collection of Wedgwood? Boom. You can have more Wedgwood than your other Wedgwood collecting friends in one fell swoop. We're probably selling it by the flat, I would imagine, and stack. All kinds of different styles, different colors. Those who know their Wedgwood. So again, come on out and check it out. That's a pretty cool wood panel, carved Asian style. Neat painting. Not sure. I couldn't find an artist's signature. It has an old label on the back, basically that the board that this has been painted on, and it's an old label of, you know, the art place that they bought the board at to paint it. It's old. It looks a lot like, you know, mom and dad waving at son's going to America, escaped the potato famine or something. You know, you got the ship in the distance, setting sun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. There's Decon roach traps. It's got a this one has Muhammad Ali. He did commercials for them, for Decon, way back in the day. It's got a picture of Muhammad Ali in the back. Those sort of cardboard, you put them together and you got these vehicles. It's pretty neat. Neat stuff in there. All kinds of, you know, old school high power 22 box, Phillips 66, cleaner wax 10. There's another one of those land cameras. Got some models here. They're a little dusty. They need a cleaning. We don't like rubbing and trying to clean these. We let that, you know, let the buyer do that, because it's real easy to break off an antenna or something like that, just trying to. Now these guys are in there. And we got some neat ones. Tucker torpedo. Yeah, pretty cool. I believe I went through that stuff. Neat prints here. We got prints of gunfighters and their gun of choice. Those are pretty cool. Frame those. Some cool art in the back. I'm just gonna walk around. This isn't necessarily the direction we're gonna go, you know, as the auction unfolds. But point of this video is to get everything in there. This rug seems old. There's no, you know, sticker or any tag or anything in the back. Kind of looks like its edge is worn away. I don't know. Just has that style of Caucasus Mountains or something, you know. Neat fireplace set. Some cool swag lamps back there. I'll show you these tables and the art. We'll hit the furniture. I'll go to the other side and then I'll hit the other tables. Some nice glassware. I feel like I'm talking a lot, so I may give my voice a rest. Some people like it when I keep pointing things out and talking about them. Other people are like, just shut up, man. This show, I don't need to hear you. I understand. It's fine. That's a set made by Gibson. This is a set made in Mexico. Mexican. Look at all that. That's bright. That's colorful. That's for a person that likes a, you know, they're into that, having a bright sunny day. Eat your breakfast on them bright plates. Some art in the back. Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's a funky painting. Check out the photos. A lot of paintings are signed. Nice purses and gloves and fancy wear. This is a whole set. We put a yardstick trying to distinguish. I think this set is Bavarian, made in Bavaria. Royal oh geez, I don't know. You'll have to come in and look at it. Those who are into that. They're trying to. This is an entire set. Maria Rosenthal. This is Rosenthal. Apparently that pattern is called Maria for some reason. Neat art, mirrors and such in the back. This is pretty cool. Charles Russell. But it is not bronze. It is clay. But, you know, from that. And there's a few chips and pieces, so it didn't get to go up front. Normally something like that would, but It didn't pass muster, so it's staying at the back tables, but it's still pretty darn cool. And you can't see the damage is on the other side, so if you position it, you know, have it against a wall, nobody knows that you got some busted parts. There's a extremely eaten up elk skull. Crystal and glass, neat pieces in there. Got some binoculars. There's Sears. So we already had some binoculars up front, so we left those on the table. Couple of laptop computers. There's a Dell on top. These are neat. A lot of people, you know, the sieves for canning, or, you know, making jellies and jams and sauces and such, and getting all the, you know, you want the juice but you don't want the pulp. Neat camera items back there. A heater. Put that in your duck boat. We're about there for waterfowl season coming up. Washboards, both of them won money. Neat stuff back there. Some crazy purses. Lots of albums. Lots of classical, having looked through the albums. Lots of classical, and there's some good country in there. A lot of Waylon Jennings, a lot of Willie Nelson. Another sad clown painting. That's a really cool piece right there by Hamill called Prairie Storm, I believe. It's pretty neat. There's a John F. Kennedy on a sailboat. Poor guy. Very interesting print up there of a family. Neat old reprints of probably glass plate photos of actual Native Americans. They're nicely framed. They're pretty neat. A religious thing, there's check the photos. I did a photo. There's an article about the artist in a paper, and it's on the back of the painting, the guy that did this piece. That's neat. That's signed, numbered as well, or not even numbered. I think it's just a one-off called the Owl House. Cool old house, a bunch of owls in it. A cool old New Orleans Mardi Gras poster. Those are highly collectible. Boy, there's people in New Orleans there nuts about it. So much of that stuff was lost after Katrina, so any of that old school, they're into it. Keep going with the art. That is signed. Check out the photos. So's that one. I'll show you this stuff that's in the corner. Some tools, some neat things there. You got a chainsaw. These, the box, it's in a, you know, steel frame type gazebo box, but they're actually two motorcycle covers in great shape. Got your John Deere wagon for gardening. Cub Cadet lawnmower. And a air compressor. You almost always have an air compressor. That's a nice old mailbox. This looks like the head to some kind of crazy hammer. Like one of those carnival hammer or something. Show off to your girlfriend. Try to hit the little bell on top. You end up giving yourself a hernia. Got some cool stirrups in there in that box. Some neat glass items. This is a pretty cool table. Lots of baseball cards, sports memorabilia. That's Francoma. He even has Francoma like display things in there. Those are Fenton like. I don't think they're marked Fenton, but very neat. There's some McCoy in there. Yeah, there's a table. All right, have we done furniture? We haven't done furniture yet, have we? Heck no. Well, I better get going here. It's gonna be a long video. Very cool piece, old. Check out the photos for the details. That pretty much goes for everything. Check out photos for details. If it's got a drawer and it's got dovetail, I try to show that. I'll open up a drawer and show that this is not some modern glued together piece of crap. This is, you know, dovetailed and made to last hundreds of years like they used to do. That's a cool bench, the kind that flips up and becomes a step ladder. I like those are neat. Pretty cool stuff. You even got a cool old vintage sofa back there, that harvest yellow color, sort of a buffet perhaps. Neat matching set here. Got your coffee table and end tables there. Those are nice too. Game table in the back. Got a china hutch. Got another sort of buffet. You know, heck, you could. It's almost like a bar back in a way. It could be all kinds of things. I think it's really a dresser with, you know, there's your mirror, but pretty cool. This piece is neat. It was marked, and I forget the name of the maker, but it's in the photos. Funky chair. Another cool old piece. All those drawers are felt lined for jewelry. Cool old radio. Still got the guts and stuff there in the back. Give yourself a winter project. Put together a old radio. Very nice, that twisted wrought iron. That's beautiful. Got a chair and a high table there, mission style looking. Rocking chair, very Stickley like. I don't even, well, it very well could be Stickley. Didn't really have time to look at everything. We do an auction every week, and it takes a lot to get the stuff that was bought on Thursday out of here, which that is something. If you get something on auction night, the quicker you can get it out of here, the more it helps us to get ready for the next auction. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna walk all the way up here, go all the way around, and we're gonna do a big old C and end up, because I gotta get to moving here. This is already 27 minutes, 28 minutes into the video. I try to keep it around a half an hour. I got a lot to show. Furs, very nice furs. That one's new, still got the tags. Look at that. Some military. Cool old, look at those size of those big things. That's pretty cool. This is neat. Goose decoy. Rusty Tonka. Taxi cab top. Neat signs. Teddy Ruxpin. There's a big flat screen TV, no feet. Can't, so we just had to lean it up. No remote for it either, so. But that's easily gotten. You just look it up online, put the model number in. It's a Samsung, I believe. Troop 102. That's pretty neat. Warnell Road Baptist Church. That's cool. Some neat toys and items on this table. Empty shotgun shell things for the loaders. Some cutlery. Neat stuff against the fence here. One of those butlers guys. Cool chest. Neat. Furniture, some cool rugs in the back. A nice runner there. Neat one there. Neat one there, and another one over there. Got quite a bit of stuff. David Winter Cottages collection there. It's neat toys, and when it comes to the tables, it's stacked box or item. If it's stacked up, you get the whole stack. If it's just one item, like this, you know, this Film projector, that's what you get, film projector. If it's in a whole box, see that whole box, everything in that box. Neat stuff, Matchbox, Super Garage in the box. Neat stuff here. G.I. Joe, Foot Locker. It does have a little uniform in it. That's about it. There's some more G.I. Joe further on. You know, the clothes and such. There's some ephemera back there, very cool. G.I. Joe, looks like some neat models. Had some crazy good models last auction. There's just a handful here. Night Glow, Double Loop Racing, Stomper, Super Cycle, Daredevil Loop Set. Those tape players. All kinds of vintage books here. You got Mad, you got Peanuts, you got those really old ones like Flash Gordon, and that's pretty neat. A lot of the Charlie Brown ones. So here's some of that G.I. Joe stuff. You got uniforms, dolls. I think there's another, back here, a box of uniforms with dolls. Big old box full of all kinds of stuff. There's some Teddy Ruxpins, a whole crate of Teddy Ruxpins, and maybe another kind of bear, but a couple of Teddy Ruxpins in there. Been getting a lot of Teddy Ruxpins lately. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's the thing about auctioning. You won't see something for years, and then all of a sudden you'll get one and you'll be, oh, that was neat, and then wow, now they're coming in like crazy. Some neat stands there, some school chairs for the little tykes. Stuff for your lawn, some prints and such. That Gaggling Goose print there. All kinds of stuff on the floor here and on top. Vintage books. Glassware. Alright, next table. Miller Genuine Draft. Stuff down below. Cadillac. Those are upholstery selection books. You know, you'd come out, I want a brand new car, and you're gonna make it, I want this, I want it to be this color, I want the upholstery to be this. They don't really do that anymore, do they? They're just like, here it is, you want it? This is what you get. I suppose you could special order, it depends on the vehicle. Yeah, deer skull. Oh, somebody trying to call me. Sorry about that. Some slides. There's a vintage radio down below. That's neat. That might be like a record player, old school record player maybe. Coming around here, we're getting there. Neat cooler. There's some optometrist equipment. Man, Pontiac product book. Should have never gotten rid of Pontiac, man. Love my Pontiacs. Plymouth, Pontiac. Yeah, I should bring those back. Rector set. Apparently this is for the pair. Asian dolls. Neat globe. It's kind of a neat pot. Kinds of cool stuff. Look at that. Real nice microscope set back here. Doesn't look like anybody ever tried to use it. Ammo box. Cool. Fan. Got a cool guitar. What is it? A two-tone. That's neat. Can't help but honk it. It works. George Bush 9/11 memorial sort of print there. It's signed by the artist. This is really neat. It's like a bronze, or it's a crab. It's heavy. I think it is bronze. It's done so well from on the bottom, on the top. Probably Japanese, maybe. I don't know. Pretty darn neat. Neat old tins, coffee tins and such. KCPL first aid kit, and it's loaded, unused. Well, I think I got everything for the most part. You guys see, it's going to be another good one. So this Thursday we open the doors at 5. Come on down and check it out. Glad you could join me, and y'all have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.